And more chaos has erupted in Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, as armed gangs stormed the Delmas 30 neighborhood, turning homes into ash and streets into battlegrounds. Over 1 million residents fled in terror, dodging bullets and flames, unsure where safety lay. With the government overwhelmed and police intervention too late, gangs now hold the city in a stranglehold. Haitian gangs continue to terrorize the capital city as police and military intervention struggle to combat the onslaught. Here's more from Port-au-Prince.
The silence in Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, was shattered by gunfire as terror took hold of Delmas 30. On February 25th, armed gangs descended upon the neighborhood, leaving a trail of destruction and death. The once lively streets turned into war zones, pushing families into a frantic exodus.
Look at how the children's mothers and fathers are running around while we're so close to the Americans. If the Americans weren't involved in the plot, they would have sent soldiers to save us.
Panicked and naturally disturbed, the residents fled hastily with big suitcases on their heads, and the air pulsed with cries of anguish.
This is an example. Look at it. I saw a lot of victims in Delmas 30. We are in a difficult situation in my country. We don't know where to go. We run left and right, and gangs still catch up with us. We don't know where to go.
Their desperate calls for help went unanswered, and it was only by afternoon that the armored tanks rumbled into Delmas 30. Soon after which, gunfire erupted between law enforcement and gang members. But the damage had already been done.
What is happening down there is that people are gathering their belongings and running. Unfortunately, they can't sleep at night or during the day. The problem is they are frustrated because the gang is preventing us from living in the area. The government is on the side of the bourgeoisie, this must be said.
Narrating their ordeal, the residents complained that the attack had been long foreseen. For weeks, rumors of a gang takeover swept through the neighborhood, and on February 23rd, the armed men first attempted to invade, sending some fleeing while others clung to fading hope. But even that hope was set ablaze just 2 days later.
Around 15 people died in Delmas 30. I have a friend who sells meat at the Delmas 30 market, and they burned him in front of his child. I know a woman who lived very close to me, and they took her and her child and burned them. Spread the word. Tell the Americans to give us a chance to save Haiti.
This attack deepens an already unbearable crisis. Over 1 million Haitians, which is nearly 10% of the population, have been driven from their homes by gang violence. And in just 1 month, more than 6,000 people in Port-au-Prince were forced to flee, seeking refuge in overcrowded camps or sleeping exposed in the streets.
I'm on the street because of armed gangs. They took my house. I was sheltering in another neighborhood, but they invaded it too. I'm in the street now. I don't know where to go.
The United Nations condemned the carnage, describing the unimaginable horrors on children. In the Caribbean country, the United Nations Children's Fund revealed that the gangs now controlled over 85% of the city, and some 45% of the healthcare facilities are not functional in the metropolitan region.
These kids here, they're the lucky ones, but it cannot be about luck going to school, because this education, as we've heard, education is going to be the sustenance of Haiti. So support and stability gets all the kids here in Port-au-Prince, all the kids in Haiti, back into a classroom.
The government, outgunned and overwhelmed, struggles to rein in the growing anarchy. And with each passing day, hope for peace slips further away. As darkness reclaimed Delmas 30, smoke twisted into the night sky, carrying with it the echoes of a shattered community. Mourning families grieved in silence while the gangs, emboldened and unchecked, tightened their grip on the capital. For the people of Haiti, escape remains a dream. Survival a cruel gamble, and peace an ever-fading memory.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically, in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model, and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.